What's going on, man? Welcome back to another episode of You Can Be the Judge of It, episode 3. I'm Selly, that's Celi. Look at
I'm
Marshall.
Jabari, and that's Jabari. Since we spelling names out right now.
I don't need to spell my name because it ain't been on Twitter. You already know it's your boy MG, aka MGZ, aka MG2 Cool, aka the Cool Guy. There's another episode of You Can Be the Judge of It. You heard me?
Okay, first off, let me first off say, I love how you trying to roll your eyes when I spell my name out, but you do all that lame stuff. You do all that, but you roll your eyes at me.
It's lame, but I guarantee you, everybody remembers exactly what I say. Everybody looks forward to me saying it, and I guarantee you, whenever I start saying it, it brings smiles on people's faces.
Yeah,
when you get to say your name, people just be like, and then as soon as I get to talking, they be like, he's so funny. Because I'm just like that.
And first off, you just made son camera go out by saying your little dumb name. So whatever you be saying.
But I bet every time I say it, you start smiling. I bet if I start saying it right now, you'll start smiling.
Because it's stupid, bro. Like, it's dumb, bro.
It's stupid, is it?
It's funny. It's funny because you goofy.
I know it's funny. Exactly. Start with the goddamn show. You pissed me off. And we ain't even just started.
Hold on, wait until bro. Because he's going to give us a topic of the day.
He going to give us the topic of the day.
He was just ridiculous. This is what we have to deal with on the game, off the game, in person, out of country. Hey, you in Korea right now.
Son, your camera keep cutting out. Fuck what Marcel was talking about.
All right, cool.
Because I went to go text somebody. That's why it was cutting out.
Well, text somebody.
I went to go text.
Marshall, shut it up, bro.
Oh.
Okay, and he said the topic of the day. It's the quote of the day.
That's what I said, didn't it?
You said topic.
Topic of the day, you goddamn dumbass.
Listen to Marshall, fake ass mask.
All right, so the quote of the day.
Hold on.
We don't have. Oh my god!
How was my mask fake?
Y'all, he boozy. People get an Under Armour mask and don't know how to act.
Hey, hold on. That nigga said he boozy.
I did not say that.
He said that nigga boozy.
Y'all lying, bro.
He said he boozy.
Boosie.
All right,
quote. Got a boosie face.
The quote. Nigga, shut up.
Right, shut the hell up.
The quote of the day is, I believe that every human mind feels pleasure in doing good to another. That's the quote.
Say that one more again.
Chain me up real quick. Damn, my mic tweaking.
My
camera. I meant to say my camera, but
it froze.
Yeah, he froze.
But the quote is, while I fix this, I believe that every human mind feels pleasure in doing good to another, by Thomas Jefferson.
I should believe that. That's where most of my pleasure come from. Like on some real stuff. I hope nobody take that the wrong way, Marshall, because you probably like, oh yeah, even baby. Look at him.
I haven't said a word. Finish your little quote.
What you mean?
Finish whatever you're gonna say.
None. I'm just saying, like, I personally get a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of pleasure from helping other people. The more than anything else.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
So let me give y'all the facts of the matter. Let me give y'all the facts of the matter. As a person who has dedicated their entire adult life to the betterment and the empowerment of young Black men in my community, that quote is literally my life. Like, I will give my last to someone if I know that it's going to benefit them in the long run, or hell, in the short term. If I can give a little bit of me to someone else to help them to become a better them, not for other people, but for themselves, that's all the joy I need. That's all the joy I need. Mask it up. Wear your mask. I'm tired of having COVID.
Take on a quote, brother.
Pretty much what y'all said already. I enjoy helping out others, and that's it. I really got too much to say. I just enjoy helping out people. Like, just seeing somebody else smile while out, give them advice, and they actually take that advice, and I just get pleasure from that. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, for real. I always say I put other people before. How you say it? I can't even. I can't wear it right now.
Put other
You
people's
put
needs above your own.
Right. Like I could care less about me. Listen, he always trying to stop playing with me, Marshall. If I get on you, I don't care about. I do not care about me. At the end of the day, I care nothing about me. But as long as at least I can try to do something for those ones around me. And even if you're not around me, I just don't care about me at the end of the day. I do, but I don't. I'd rather see other people happy. I'd rather see other people smile, succeed. I want to succeed as well, but I'd rather see other people around me enjoy life, be happy, and especially when I know that I had something to do with that, it makes me feel like I just hit the lottery. I don't know what it's like to hit the lottery. Hopefully one day I do know, but you get what I'm trying to say. You catch my drift. You catch my drift. Marshall looking like a fake assassin. How you look like a nerdy
How was
assassin?
that fake assassin?
How do you look like because you got a mask on with glasses? You look like you don't know if you wanted to go to college or be 007.
So people who wear masks and have glasses automatically look like nerdy assassins.
And you got a high top on your head. That you sponge. That you sponge.
I
Big
sure the fuck
sponge too.
do. And you wanna know why I sponge it? Is because I can't use the regular ingredients that I would normally use. They don't have them in this country. I wish they did, because I'd use them.
Get them shipped
And then I
out.
would have the natural curls going. I know it's called you can't ship hazardous material. I tried to buy a bottle of cologne on Amazon, and Amazon wouldn't ship it
Oh.
because they said it's considered hazardous material. So
Alright.
you can't do that, Marcellus.
He's talking about natural curls. All your natural curls is a S curl texturizer. It ain't natural. That's an enhancer.
He said you use a texturizer kit. He said you use a
You
kit.
think you slick? You not slick, boy. That's your natural curls.
He said he be putting a perm in. That nigga Marshall be getting perms.
Miracle Girl.
That should
So
be burning.
I hope everybody's watching.
What you gotta do.
Please, whoever's watching, please comment and say that you're laughing at Corey's jokes so that he can stop with these whack
I don't
ass
need nobody
jokes.
laugh at me. I'm funny.
So
I'm funny to myself.
please
I'm my
comment
mama.
so that he can feel good about what he's doing, so that he can hopefully one day actually become funny.
Says the guy with a high top. That's literally up to him. When son cut back in, hey bro, tell us about the dream, bro. Jabari has
We can't
something.
go to that yet. We can't jump to that yet.
Oh, it's in
We can't
order?
jump to that yet. Yeah.
Hold on.
You know we do. We know we do things in order, man. We always do them in order, bro.
All right, let's go. Hey, let's go there. I'm ready to get it cracking because I'm talking to
All
Marshall
right.
too long. Who is he? Who is he?
First topic of the day is black scent.
What is that?
Black scent is when people outside of the black race talk like black
Black
people.
people? Ah.
And I just
I
want to
see.
get y'all take on how y'all feel about that. Like what do y'all think about that? Because like on TikTok there's a TikTok is the whole political thing now because all this stuff is going on. But so it was an Asian girl. She's from New York, from the Bronx, I believe, and she was talking like that. And so people was like saying that she was profiting off of that and all that. And then a black dude came to her aid, defended her, saying that she's a product of her environment. That she picked up on the accent, the slang, and all that. So So I just brought it up to see what y'all, because there's a whole feud going on. Like everybody was going back and forth about it. Some people agree with it, some people didn't agree, stuff like that.
I bet you the same people who was saying something about her are the same ones who bite the culture more than black people or people of color. I bet you them the same ones who say something about that.
I would have to say that I agree with him. People become products of their environment. People tend to act like and sound like the people that they're around.
Mm-hmm.
Like I grew up north, but my grandparents were my grandfather was from Indiana. My grandmother's from down south, but they both spoke as if they were from down south because I'm assuming my grandfather's parents were from down south. So I always said wash. Like everything was wash. Wash your hands, wash your machine, a wash rag. Like that's how I spoke. Being from up north, they all thought I was weird as hell saying wash when they were saying wash. I could say wash, but I grew up my entire life saying wash. Like So everything's washcloth, wash rag, washing machine. Uh, it's just becoming a product of the environment. I don't think it's anything of people trying to. Well, in this case, I don't think she's trying to profit off of trying to sound like us because not all black people sound the same. Like I don't sound like I'm from New York. I don't talk like I'm from New York. I don't talk like I'm from uh, Illinois. I just kind of just sound like a mixture of things because of the environment that I grew up in. So I think some people are just ignorant, in all honesty.
Super ignorant.
Some ignorance.
Hold on, I'm at the pause recording. JB having
Like,
trouble.
I picked up on some of their little sayings.
All right,
All right.
we back rolling.
Dream talk. Now, what is Marshall looking at?
He ugly, bro. Yeah, ugly.
I'm looking at my screen.
All right, so this is what I want to talk to y'all. Like, I just want to tell y'all this so bad. So, all right, I had a dream, and my dream was like 3 parts. So the first part of the dream, I was in Call of Duty, and you know Call of Duty is what? A game. So I was just playing Call of Duty, boom, boom, boom. Second part of the dream, I'm hanging out with my family. We eating, we chatting, having fun, yada yada yada. The third part is the weird part. This is where the weird part happens. So in the third part of the dream, I'm at an Airbnb with nothing but friends and family. We all out there, we just kicking it, having fun, doing what we do. So the Airbnb was like 2 parts, but they were still connected. So like one part was like it was like a garage, but with like rooms and stuff like that, and we can like sort of all the boys is pretty much over there playing the game, doing what we do. And so the cops that came, they knocked on the door, and they was asking for somebody. My dumb ass thought they said the Ninja Coup. I don't even know what the fuck that is. So we just sitting there like trying to figure out who they're talking about. And then some random shit, a man who is on fire walks up the street, and he just going around burning down houses and stuff like that. I'm telling you, this dream, it was weird. So he come over to our house and get to chasing us. We all take off, and I jump over this gate, and it was bright lights, like just like there was just people with flashlights just waving the lights, and it was bright. And at the beginning of the dream say, "Bright lights will protect you." And then so like I woke up, I looked, like I was just searching like what could this mean and stuff like that. They say fire is like to help guide and stuff like that. And then it said the same thing about bright lights. And before I went to sleep that night, I prayed to God asking if he could guide me down the path to become like what I want to become, and which is an animator / game designer. And then I told my mom about the story, and she broke it down. She said at the beginning of the dream, you was in a game, something that you want to do. And then the middle of the dream was something that is holding you from becoming what you want to become, which is because I'm afraid to leave my family behind and stuff like that, family and friends behind. And then the third part of the dream was God opening up the door and pretty much guide me to where I wanted to go. And that's why I wanted to tell y'all that, because that man really do be listening. And you feel me? So that's why I had to share this dream with y'all.
Tell me. Marshall, go ahead. Let me send this message. Hold on.
What you got to say? Because I know you got something to say.
You know what? I don't even have to say much because God said everything that needed to be said that night. Like, you know where you want to go. You know exactly how you need to get there. Now you just need to do it. So, I mean, I can attest to the whole leaving friends and family, because that was one of the things that I did not want to do when I joined the army. I knew that I'd have to leave my friends and family. So I did not want to do that. Even prior to that, when I was like looking for another job, when I was praying to, for my next, I knew that I was having to leave my family, and I didn't want to. I kept ignoring it, and then it got to a point where I had no other choice but to, do exactly that. And now look how far away I am from family. Thousands of miles away, almost 7,000 miles away from my family. So is crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like when I woke up and I did all that research and all that, it just like I don't. It was just so crazy, just like thinking about
Mhm.
it. I'm like, did he really like just? Because I did. I said like just send me a sign, and then boom, that was the sign, and then him
Mhm.
just answering to what I was praying, and I was just like, okay, now I actually got to make something happen because he listening to me, he helping me, so now I got to make it happen. Uh,
There's a
I'm
saying, and old saying is those faith without work is dead.
mm,
Meaning, you can have all the faith in the world, you can do all the praying in the world that you want to do, but when it's time, you got to put some action behind that faith.
mm,
So you have to, yeah, you got to do it. He can only do so much. You know,
Bro, I'm
he can
mad.
do
yeah,
everything, but he's only going to do so much.
Right.
So
I'm mad, man, because I gotta freaking go back to work. Um, but we gonna resume this though.
wrote down in my notes though about the dream was like what it meant to me was that pretty much because I told you I had three parts. So the first part was obviously me in Call of Duty playing the game and stuff like that, having fun. And that part right there meant that gaming, like designing and all that, was pretty much my calling. Like what I'm supposed to do, what I'm gonna get successful from and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. And then the second part of the dream was, my family and stuff like that. And then my mom explained it to me saying that family could mean that I'm afraid to leave them, and that's what's like stopping me from getting to the point where I want to get to.
On God,
And then
makes
and
total
then the
sense.
third the
Beast me.
third part, is the burning man and the bright lights. And then so what I said was the burning man means that I need to push myself and break out my comfort zone. And my comfort zone is pretty much just being around my family because I'm a family person.
My mama,
And
bro.
then the bright lights is just pretty much God opening up the door and just saying that all I got to do is just walk through. And that's the guide that he has given me, the guide that I asked for. And like, so he just opened that door up to show me the path and just help me down that road.
And you said the
That's
night
pretty much.
previous or the night before that you said you prayed and asked him what did it like?
No,
What you say?
that night before I went to sleep, I
Yeah.
prayed and said, please guide me to where I want to get in life and like just show me a sign,
Mm-hmm.
help me and protect me pretty much. That's what I prayed to. And then that's what
Mm-hmm.
he said. Like that's when the
What?
dream came.
When you start praying, bro? I ain't
I
never
always pray.
when, bro.
I ain't pray all the time.
No,
But
yeah,
like
that's
I
cool. I
pray
don't know shit.
only pray when I get down and I start to stress out. That's the only time I
Mm.
start praying. And then yeah, so like that night showed me that he, because sometimes you be having them doubts like is he really real, stuff like that. So that night showed me that he was actually like he actually up there and he listening and stuff
Mm.
like that. That showed me, and then it just changed my whole mindset.
I was talking to the chaplain. This bump killing me, bro. But I was talking to the chaplain like 3 weeks ago or something, and I was telling him, I was like, I got a problem, and I'm like, my problem is, I was telling my mom this, Marshall. I don't know if I remember. I don't know if I told you this, but I was like, my problem is that I don't always do this because I be pray. I pray pretty consistently, or even if it's just like a simple thank you God for waking me up this morning. Like, what I'm saying, I be talking to God, but like I really, it's like natural to like really like you say like you say you only like pray to God when you stressed out and stuff. It's like
Mm-hmm.
really natural to do that because that's when you're like, oh my God, I need something to happen. I need somebody. I need
Mm-hmm.
something. And I was saying to the chaplain, I'm like, that's something I need to stop doing. That's something I am gonna stop doing. That's something I have stopped doing. Like, cause I'm like, I feel like that's not fair to God. I'm like, cause we shouldn't call on him or we should, what I'm saying, be praying when things are just
Mm-hmm.
getting tough, but always come on, cause when things is good, that's when we should be, what I'm saying, like, it's thankful for,
Mm-hmm.
things being the way they is. Like, they ain't probably nowhere where we want them to be. We probably where we want to be in life, but you still good, what I'm saying? We living good, like, can't really complain about too much. So I said that me personally, that's something I need to work on, like, just just being consistent and just being thankful all the time, not just when I'm down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
because that's not fair. That's not fair
That
to God.
that day, like that I prayed again like earlier in the day, just saying thank you for giving me that sign and all that. You know, like
God,
thank you for waking me up this morning and stuff like that.
true,
Because that I'm telling you, that dream really changed my mindset on
bro.
everything.
Like it
And
should, like, bro, like you blessed, like,
and
bro.
and I like and I prayed yesterday. I prayed today. Like I just now I pray like every chance
Hey,
just to say
bro,
thank you.
and I'm happy
Like
as hell.
that. Like
Cause I was telling Marshall the game yesterday, I'm like, bro, I always try to get Barry, and like church don't mean nothing. Just cause you go to church don't mean nothing at all. But I was like, I always told Marshall, I'm like, I always try to get Barry to go to church. He'd be like, well, you know, I'm not. You be joking with me saying, you know, I'm like I ain't saying you're not a God fearing man, but like you ain't really mess with it, and I understood. But like I just told Marshall, I always like wanted you to get closer with God, like build your relationship, because I know that's what's gonna take you to the next level. Just like for everybody, that's what's really gonna elevate you. You know what I'm saying? Just getting closer to Him and just relying on Him. And I'm like, I always wanted to like talk to you about that. I just not even talk to you about that, but like I just wanted you to get closer with Him, because that's like I said, like we all know that's what's gonna elevate you. I was telling Marshall that yesterday.
the reason why like I ain't even gonna say I hate going to church. The reason why I just don't go to church is because like I don't like sitting there just and then sometimes the people be lying and stuff like that. Like the preacher he be doing bogus shit anyway.
Yeah.
And that's why I
I
like
don't really care about church. I ain't gonna lie. Church, I like going to church for the music. They be going crazy in the choir.
like it's I've been to church plenty of times.
Yeah, I know.
Like when TJ and them stayed down here, I used to go there every Sunday. But then I just it just like as a kid, you did not want to be in church sitting there for an hour to almost 5 hours. Like you just did not want to sit there. You a little kid, you want to go outside and run around.
Then they
So
be
that's what made me like not want to go to
then
church
they
no
be
more.
trying to have two services. I'm not going to the same service. Mom, let me go home. Like I'm not with that. But
what made me really love church though was when it was first Sunday.
are the cussing.
Niggas had food, bro. We was eating, banging out, bro. And
I hate eating at church.
that's what made me.
I hate eating
But
at church.
nigga, that food was a hit. Everything that they had there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna come next week. Like, and then I actually went. But with TJ and them, like that, the reason, and then we got older. TJ and them wanted to do dumb stuff, and then you know me, I want to be a dummy as well. So I followed them, and then that's why we stopped going to church. That's when it broke off. Right. I mean, now I probably still won't go, but I still have faith in God, still trust in God and all that, still pray and all that. But
You can always
that
grow.
I'm
You can always grow your relationship.
that night was just like a huge eye opener for me, and I was like, yes, nigga, you
That got me
gotta
excited.
get off that lazy shit. You gotta get off that lazy shit. Get on your shit. I'm not finna be sitting around looking like these niggas out here that's in jail shooting people for no reason. Like I'm not finna get to that point. Like that woke me up. Like
it's too much
when I
world
woke
out
up,
there,
nigga, I jumped. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta change. I gotta do something. Nigga, I got up, ran downstairs, told my mom this little thing, and then just that whole day, I just been thinking about that, just on repeat.
Hell yeah, that's how I be.
My nose have been getting full with hella shit. Like I got a schedule down for doing the whole, because I showed you the schedule. I got a schedule for doing the whole YouTube thing, like my schedule for the YouTube, and then I got like I'm writing like stories now because Lulu is his dad father-in-law. He illustrator, so I'm writing stuff just so I can like send to him because he can give me ghostwriters to help me write a book. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing all that right now, bro. Like putting stuff together.
Like Marshall said yesterday. Marshall, what you say? Work without faith is what?
Faith without works is dead.
No, I'm dyslexic. I say that all backwards. On my mama though, like you, bro, because that's how it was for me. Like he put it, he's showing you, like he basically telling you, showing you, bro. But you gotta put in, you gotta do your part also. Like I say, that's what I'm doing right now. Like I'm trying to do what I gotta do because he already telling me, already showing me, like, bruh, like I'm setting you up. He's setting you up.
I gave you the talent, not go do it.
Yes, you gotta do it, like, bruh. Mama, bro, you gotta do it, bro.
I've already been on Amazon looking up, trying to buy more pens just so I can start back drawing. and all
Gotcha.
that. Like
You gotta.
last night when me and Mercedes did the pain thing, I was like, yeah, I've been out for this. I've been out for too long. I couldn't draw a damn thing. Like I struggled.
You can draw stick figures
I
like
did.
me.
I didn't even know how to paint anymore, bro. That's how bad that
I
shit
don't even
was.
know how to paint, fool.
Like this right here, this supposed to be Venom.
That's hard. That's Venom,
This
goddamn.
is horrible. This is horrible.
Shit, boy, bro. If that's horrible, bro, then I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Like, I tried to draw my logo, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I was struggling. I couldn't draw a wolf to save my life. I've drawn plenty of wolves before. Couldn't draw one to save my life.
I was telling you,
Nigga,
boy,
I
you
couldn't
need to get
even
back on your
I couldn't
stuff,
even
boy.
draw a moon, nigga. A moon is just a circle with craters in it. I couldn't even do that. Like that moon was so simple.
You get back on your stuff. Your bro.
Nigga, I couldn't even draw bubble letters, nigga. And you know bubble letters easy as hell.
Shit.
I couldn't even do that
Not for
shit.
me.
That shit
Or
easy.
perfecting that craft, boy. I'm telling you, man. That's it right there. That's it. That's you.
Shit.
That's it. Like honestly,
Oh, another thing.
I don't know what
That
mine
day.
is. God damn it.
That day, it was like I was on Instagram and I've seen I kid you not, I seen hella schools that had that was just strictly animation and game design.
God trying
That
to
same
tell you,
day,
I'm
I
like
was
my
just scrolling
grandma.
on Instagram,
I'm
seeing
like my
all
grandma.
that.
God trying to talk to your black, your punk ass. My mama.
On me,
I'm telling you, bro. That's
and
it. Like,
I saved every one of those like just so I can go back to it and apply for the school. Like I'm serious now. I'm focused.
and like I was saying, like that's for you. I ain't gonna say that's the only thing you're worth is drawing or like your only talent, but like that's it. Like that's you. Like you can draw, like you can create, like bro. Take full advantage of that. I wish I knew how to draw. I wish I know how to draw. I honestly, on some real stuff, I'm really still figuring out what it is, like my gift or my like like natural talent is. I don't know. I really don't know. But I mean, I know it'll come in due time. But I mean, you really like, bro, you got it. Like, you take advantage of that. Everybody can't do that. I swear to God. Like that picture right there.
That's true.
It take me years to learn how to do something like, bro, I can't. And you can
Shit.
freehand in that, bro. Like, man, you better take advantage, bro. I wish.
Yeah. Fucking
Right.
eyes lopsided.
All right. Next topic, bro. Because I talk about that all day. That's crazy.
All right. Next topic on the list is what do y'all think a successful relationship should be or what like is?
Marshall, me and JB talked enough on the last one, so you start us off. You kickstart us off with this.
I think that what's wrong with society now is that we tend to idolize or try to take.
I know what you're gonna say.
They use the term couple goals. And what we tend to forget is that each individual was uniquely and divinely made to have already had their other half made for them, specifically for them to enhance their gifts and to make better of their shortcomings and their flaws. So when we then try to mold our relationships or shift our relationships into these couple goals, we
dumb. This is making me mad.
as humans, we're just not meant to all be the same. We're all meant to be different. So each relationship is going to be different. So I don't think there is a quote unquote perfect relationship or anything of that nature. I just think that relationships are meant to be the best that they are meant to be for that individual and then for that couple or for that relationship, whatever the relationship may be, whether it's a friendship, an associate, a lover, whatever the case may be. It's just kind of depending on the individuals involved and the type of relationship. I think there are just way too many factors that go into it for one person to say what
right
a relationship what makes for a good relationship or a perfect relationship.
Exactly.
It's like beauty, like they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So I feel like what makes a relationship good is, for one person may not be what's good for another person. Like, uh, for example, for me, like one hand, I like to be. I ain't gonna stunt. I like to be babied and to be
Me
nurtured.
too.
But
What?
in the same hand, I don't want to be messed with. Like I want to be left alone. Like I don't want
Mhm.
to have to be, you know, like I like to, be booed up and laid up, but then I don't like to be touched on. And sometimes in my head, I just want you need to automatically know that I don't want to be touched or I don't want to be bothered. So you need to leave me alone.
Mhm.
And that's just not how, like, that's not for everybody. Like everybody doesn't like that. That's perfect for me. So I like dating or being with people who, I like being around people. I like my friendships. Like when I'm dating, all that stuff, like all my relationships, no matter what type of relationship it is, I like individuals who, on one hand, they know that, I like to be like, I can hang around people, I can be with people. Uh, we can be cool. Like I hug my friends, I hug my mentees, all that stuff. But at the same time, like if I want to be left alone and I don't want to deal with nobody, like I want that as well. And that doesn't work for everybody, but that was works for me. So I don't think there is yeah, that mm, yeah, it's kind of
You are the third
not
person
a
that
give
I
and
heard
take.
say that. Like you, like sometimes you like to be, booed up and all that. Then the next, you just like don't want to be bothered. Like you, the third person I heard say that, and I agree because I am the same way. Like you just you gotta feel the energy. Like I need you to be we gotta be on the same wavelength. Like I want you to know that
Mm,
sometimes don't touch me. Like I want to be, to myself because I
mm.
like being by myself sometimes.
And sometimes, like my last relationship, we dated about 4 months. In the first like 2-3 months, like I'm like she wanna go out on dates. I'm like, okay, cool, we can go out on dates. Like we can go out to eat. We go to the museum. We went to the movies, and like
Mm-hmm.
she wanna hold hands and like rub on my in between my hand and all that stuff. And I'm just like, sometimes I'm like, okay, cool, cool. And then sometimes I'm just like, Lee, I don't want to be holding your hand right now. Like I just want to eat my food, or I just want to sit here. I don't even really want to talk. Like I just want to sit here and enjoy this breeze. Like
Bro.
one time we was at the park, we was at Shreveport Park, and I just wanted to sit at the river and just look at the water, watch the birds fly by, and just sit there. And like she was like curled up under me, and she was laying on my shoulder. I'm sitting on the bench like this, and she laying right here. And she got her on my shoulder, and I'm just like, golly, I want to just sit here and not be touching nobody and not talk to nobody, and just like look at the water. And you keep asking me questions, and I don't want to be rude, but I'm just like, golly, I don't want to do this. And I wish I could just say I don't want to do this and you just leave. But that's not the case because we also rode there together. So I got to drive you back
Mhm.
home and you live like 15 minutes from here. And I'm just like, fuck. Like, so I'm just sitting there looking stupid and we having a conversation I really don't want to have. I'm just like, damn, I wish I could just sit here and look at the water. So then when I did take her home, I went back and just sat there and looked at the water. And then she texted me and I'm like, oh my God, like just let me be for a minute. God damn.
Do you
But
think the perfect match for you, like your person, you think they'll automatically grasp that, or do you think that you will have to like let them know so they can start to understand that?
well, the thing is I think that they would just automatically know because I let her know that. And so then when
Okay, if you already let her
and I
know,
told
then
her there'll be times where I'm like, there's gonna be a time where I just don't want to talk to nobody, and I'm
all
going
right.
to like, you're gonna text me, I'm not gonna respond, and then I'll probably text you back in like a day or two. And then
What?
that happened, and she got like real loose with the tongue, and I had to like go in on her a little bit, and then we was in a rocky space for like 2 weeks, and then we broke up. And I was just like, see, this is why I told you from the jump. Like, I'm all lovey dovey one minute, and the next minute, I don't want to be dealing with nobody. Like I don't know what it is. It's probably my bipolar, but I mean, I really
That
don't
is
know.
ain't no problem.
Just
All right,
leave me alone. Like I don't want to deal with
I got
nobody.
a question. Was y'all dating at this time that you was like, Marshall, how?
Full blown relationship.
What you mean full blown? I'm trying to figure out because you can't tell nobody how to do nothing, which I'm not trying to do. I'm just trying to figure out how you in a relationship and then you just expect her as a woman to just be okay with you not texting her for 2 days at a time, but y'all in a relationship. I'm confused.
Because like I said before, when we first started talking before we got official, I told her this is how I operate. I'm almost 30. At this time I was like 20, I think I was 28. Yeah, I was 28. It was like summertime, 20 like summertime 2019, something like that. And I'm like, yo, this is how I am. Like it's gonna be sometimes where I'm like, we can kick it, we can do our thing. And then there's gonna be days where I just like, I don't want to deal with nobody. Like something could come up at work or something could come up in my personal life and I just shut everybody out. And then like I'll eventually like once I get it figured out and I get back on my feet, like emotionally, I'll let you know what's going on. I'll let you know, like, yo, this is what's going on. This is why I'm feeling like the way I'm feeling. If I don't know, then I'm gonna tell you I don't know, but you gotta kind of accept what it is. She was like, okay, cool, that's cool. So if I'm telling you this is how I operate, this is what's gonna happen, and then you say, okay, cool, and then when it happens, you have an issue, that's on you. Like I ain't got nothing to do with
Mm-hmm.
that. You the one that fought there because I told you from jump. It'd be different if I didn't tell you. I
True.
ghosted you
Right.
for 3-4 days, didn't say nothing, and then pop up 4 days later like didn't nothing happen. But that wasn't the case. I told you exactly what might. I said this is what might happen. If this happens, this is the reason why it happened. Why it's happened. It's happened before, multiple times, in multiple of my relationships. This is what happens. So I'm telling you, this is potentially going to happen. This is how I deal with those situations. This is how you need to do it, or you don't have to. But this is just how it's going to be. This is how I am.
Do you
Oh,
think
okay, cool. I understand. I respect that. All right. Then it happens, you have issue with it.
this nigga? He said, "All right, goofy." Do you think like? Do you think that there is a better way? Like I said, I'm not you. I don't know how you feel. Everybody feel their own kind of way. Everybody handle things differently. That's what makes people people. That's what makes us us. But I'm saying, do you think like for future reference or like your future relationship, do you think like there's a better way you can go about it to like possibly not make? I don't know. I'm not gonna say not make somebody feel like that, but like I don't know how to word it. I don't know how to word it.
No, because there's an old saying that goes, what's good for the goose isn't good for the gander, meaning what works for one person may not work for everyone else,
I heard
but
that.
it
I
works
ain't
for
heard
that
that in a
person.
while. I ain't heard that in a
And
while.
at the end of the day, if I'm doing something that works for me,
Mhm.
to get me back realigned mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, whatever the case may be, shouldn't nobody be trying
Mad.
to change me from doing what I'm doing that's making me better or that's making me get back to a point or to a situation. It's like when I'm working with like when you're working with a rape victim, you don't tell them, okay, rape victim, this is how you need to deal with it. You need to go speak to your rapist and you need to forgive them, because that doesn't work for everybody. There are some rape victims that that works for. There are some rape victims where they just want to block the whole situation out. There are some rape victims where they just speak to a therapist and they're fine, or they speak to an advocate and they're fine. There are some who like step by step of what's going on with the case. There are some who don't want to know anything about the case. They just want to show up to the trial, give their testimony, and then be done with it. Everybody has their own way of dealing with
Yeah,
stuff, and if
right,
that's
right,
what works
right.
for them, why try to put them through a traumatic situation or put them through anything uh, that takes the chances on it not working? There's another old saying that says, if it's broke, don't why fix it? If it ain't broke, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Meaning, like, if I see a glass on a table and it's not broken, I'm not going to try and fix a non-broken glass. So it works for me. It's not a broken um, method for me. So I'm not going to fix it. If people around me can't accept that for what it is, so be it. Because there are tons of people in this world, tons of people in my circle, in my family who understand it. My siblings understand it. There are times I just want to be left alone, and they respect that. And so then when I come back around, they're like, okay, cool. What's up? You good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Okay, cool. You want to talk about it? Yeah, I do. Or no, I don't. Okay, cool. Then that's what it is.
I've learned over the years to like put myself in people's shoes to see how they may feel. Like I said, I'm not. That's not how I operate. So I don't fully know, but like I see, like I'm putting myself in your shoes so I can understand. That's how you think. It's how you feel, and that's what helps you. So that's good. Like we was watching this TED talking class one time, and I was real ignorant. I was ignorant as hell. I was like, it was like a rape victim. She was in an abusive relationship. Not even a rape victim. She was in an abusive relationship. That's what it was. And the lady was like, she felt like she was the reason why he would beat her. Y'all tracking? She felt like he was the reason why he would beat her on her and mistreat her. And I'm just like, me being me, not even just me just being me, but like on the outside looking in, you like, girl, you dumb as hell. How the hell could you possibly blah 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 whatever I said. But then during the video, I'm like, hold on. Because the teacher said something was like, something about like removing yourself out your body, try to see it from their point of view. So I'm like, all right, even though, and that's the thing, it's hard. It's hard because you do one thing, you so used to do one thing, but then you trying to see how somebody else may do it. It's not easy at all. It's not easy. And so during that video, I did that. And I'm like, all right, let me try to put myself in this lady's shoes, see how. And so I really put myself in her shoes, and I felt in my spirit, I really felt like I was her, or like I was in the same thing as her. And I understood where she was coming from. She just simply felt like she was the reason why. And so she didn't want to leave or nothing because she felt like it was her. That's how she felt. And like I said, like at the beginning of the video, I'm just like, are you dumb as hell? Why would you stay on a dude who's abusing you? He doesn't love you. But she stayed because she, like I said, it was just some internal that shit that she was dealing with. It's like, I don't know, it was just a her thing. But like I said, like it's just putting yourself in people's shoes sometimes. It's not the easiest thing to do, but you can really understand things better, or people even better, if you put the yourself in their shoes. You can at least try to somewhat understand. Even if you don't do it, that don't mean, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't know, but I understand what you're
So
saying though. I understand.
successful relationship is.
Huh?
What do you think a successful relationship is?
Bro, let me first start off saying, well, nah. Successful relationship, unconditional love, I guess I could say. That's what really stand out to me. Somebody who love you for you, you ain't gotta put on no act, no kind of no fake persona for that person, because they gonna already, if it's for if they for you, genuinely for you, even if it work out or not, if they just for you, I feel like they gonna under, like you Marshall said, they gonna understand and accept everything that come with you. Um, and they're like, y'all gonna boom, like just match. And I don't know, I just feel like, I don't know, I don't know, just unconditional, like
I don't know. I don't know.
unconditional, and y'all just gonna click. You just know, bro. Like you just know.
Yeah.
And even like my pet, okay, with my ex girlfriend, you probably already know what I'm talking about. At first, I'm like, oh yeah, this is it. This is the one. Like, cause I felt like we was like this. Like I was like,
Mhm.
oh my god, like this is crazy. She beautiful, like astonishing, bro. And fast forward down the road a little bit, like things weren't how they started off as, which is okay. But like I started to see that we weren't really for each other, or even at the time, maybe, I don't know. You never know what could happen in the future. But like we just at the time, you know what I'm saying, it just wasn't that how I thought, how I was thinking when we first started off. Like
Mhm.
I didn't really see us as the same person. Like like at first, like I thought we was perfect for each other, but then I'm like, oh hell no, this ain't. We ain't no way but I don't. But what I think sex relationship is, I don't know. I guess it's unconditional love, man. Like unconditional love, regardless and in spite of anything that you may deal with or going on. Additional love, consistency. I could talk about that for hours, but that's just my little take on it.
I can talk. We talked about this so many times. Like
Hella time.
even before we did a Q&A on our Sully and Barry little thing,
Yep.
we talked about it, and like it's pretty much just us repeating ourselves. Like successful relationship is if you two can connect, you two understand each other, you two know like y'all got the same mind type thing. Like
Then
that's
like,
what make the
and
relationship.
then can help each other. Like
Mm-hmm.
people get in relationships now, bro, and they can't even like help each other mentally.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care physically, pleasure wise. I don't care about none of that, bro. At the end of the day, it's about your mental state of mind. That's what I think is the most important thing. Cause your mind controls everything. Your mind literally controls everything. So I'm like, bro, y'all can't even contribute to each other mentally in a good, healthy way. So like, how can you expect the relationship or how? Like, I don't know, bro. I'd be like,
Before you jump into a relationship, anyway, you supposed to take care of yourself first,
bro,
and then like you ain't supposed to take care of yourself and the next person. Like you can't. You not even stable for that. Like,
you ain't
cause
not
your
right,
mind going all over the place. So
bro.
like, I
I used
mean,
to, I used to always
I
say,
ain't never had a successful relationship. Mine was pretty much all trials, like trials
yeah,
and
your
errors,
ass
bro.
you had a 7-day free
Like
trial, and then they start charging your ass
that's
afterwards.
bro. That's pretty much what it was. Like it was one relationship that shouldn't even been a relationship because like
That's how I be.
I wasn't ready for to be into one. Like I thought I was, but I wasn't.
At least you man enough to say that
Yeah.
or to
So
understand
like
that.
all mine was just trial and error. Like it just but I mean the best thing that came out of it is the lesson out of it.
My mama always
Like that
is
was the
one.
best thing out of it.
That
I
my
mean
last shit made me such a better person. I'm not perfect, no, never want to be, but it just taught
made
me
me
so
improve.
much. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It taught me so much, bro. And the things, bro, I will never think, bro. I'm so happy that things happened the way they did because, bro, it made me such a better person. Not because of, oh, I'll never let a girl treat me like that again, but more so what I can do better. What I can do better. How can I be a better me for the next person? Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. You know, that person did what they did to me, but most of it, like, I was reflecting on myself. I'm like, how could I have been better in this situation? And when it's like I say, once after the fact, I take a step back when, I'll be like, okay, I could do that better. I shouldn't have said that. I could have been nicer
Mhm.
here. Like I say, yeah, I can point out her flaws all day long, but what the hell am I doing wrong? How can I better me? I'm not
Mhm.
finna keep pointing the finger. I need to get better. I need to better myself. I hate people point the finger all the time and they sweep it down. They're not the problem. Look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, how can you help you? Man,
And it did,
I
ties
stopped
back
doing a
to the
lot of
whole
stuff. I stopped doing a lot of stuff because I'm
this
like, this is
ties
fucked
back to
up.
the whole God thing. Like God put you in that situation so that you can
Yeah.
learn.
Oh, my mom,
Like
bro.
it's a lesson for you to learn. Like he's showing you what you like, what you can do in different situations and stuff like that. Like and
God.
that's what helps. That's what helps you grow as a person and help you with your relationships because like you learn it from each thing. Like you accidentally because they always say the niggas be doing this shit. So
Oh
you
yeah,
accidentally cheating or whatever. You learn from that,
bitch.
and then you change from that, and you grow from that, and then you go into the relationship, and you act different, and then like it's the same with the girl. When the girl cheat on you, you change. Like you try to improve what you could have did to make a girl not cheat on you and stuff like that. Like so, a relationship is like a lesson that God is giving you
You,
as well.
you said something. I was gonna piggyback off that, but I forgot what you said. I forgot what you said. But
Oh, this I got a question.
yeah,
So I was watching this podcast, and this dude said he asked a question to this girl. He was like, if you your friend and me, like if y'all ask me to like come hang out with y'all and like we go out to go eat lunch or something like that, am I supposed to pay for your dinner and your friend? Like if I'm in a relationship with you and your friend come to the dinner, am I supposed to pay for both of y'all? And the girl said, yeah. What do y'all think about that?
I say no, and not because you're being cheap or anything like that, or rude even. But I'm just like, babe, obviously you can be nice and pay for her friend, but like, babe, it's me and you. She just tagged along. You know, she got, but I don't know. Different strokes for different folks. But I mean, I would pay for her friend too. But ultimately, at the end of the day, babe, it's me and you. She on the side. That's extra. That's your friend.
Oh God,
whatever y'all got
that's your
going
friend.
on, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Cause she like the girl also said that
Maybe be warm too much.
because
Though.
no, the dude was like he said like I understand like when I'm trying to get you, like I'm supposed to be doing all this, like I'm supposed to be paying da 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 da, but once we are together, we locked in and we married or whatever, it's supposed to be matched. And now like I agree with that because like I shouldn't have to pay for everything. We supposed to be doing this together. We supposed to be sharing. We supposed to be doing equal pay and all that. Like yeah, like I understand the female like point of view, like because they want a man like because my mom explained it to me very well, but she's different than a lot of these girls this day and age.
Right.
She said that she want a man with money just so like if she fall off, she got him to help out.
Keyword
But
if
not
she fall off.
but not to help out like the whole time. Just
Right.
like just until I get back up there.
She got her own shit.
Yeah.
She can handle her own.
And,
but he just boost.
mm,
God damn it.
yeah,
If
and like
that's cool.
and it's sad because a lot of females like that nowadays is just like
nigga.
But I mean I can't speak on all females because we ain't got no female here to talk about it. But like in my point of view, what I see, like a lot of females my age, they want the man to be the whole like you gotta pay for this, you gotta do that. Like every girl nowadays, and this is why I hate being in a relationship now, is because every girl nowadays is just so focused on, oh, my babe just bought me this new Gucci bag, like shit like that. Like me personally, I want my relationship to be low key because people don't need to be in my business. They don't need to know what I'm doing, how I'm moving. Like y'all don't need that. Y'all don't need to know that. So me posting, like we supposed to be posting on social media all the time. I don't want to do that because we not gonna be no social media relationship. Like I hate that.
That's dead.
And
I hate niggas, bro.
And that's like the perfect relationship for me because like if you the same way as me, then we're gonna be a good like couple anyway. Cause that social media shit is so dead. Like we going on social media, we arguing about like doing da 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 da. Like that is so dumb, and I see that all the time, and I'm like, don't nobody care about this. This is not our business to know about. This is supposed to be between y'all two. Keep it in y'all.
I see a lot of people like that. And then they wonder why everybody know their business. Bitch, you posting it. You made 8 statuses.
You posted it too much.
What are you talking about?
Me. Like
I'm gonna say this about females' relationship and that's it, and I'm gonna be quiet on this topic. I don't like the fact that nowadays females they feel so entitled to so much especially from a dude. They feel entitled to so much. I can't tell you how many girls I see on a daily on my Snapchat. Just Snapchat, one social media app out of hundreds. Post a cash app. Talking about I need my nails done. Who finna pay for my nails? I need my weave done. Like,
nigga. Excuse my language, but I just seen a post today that made me so mad. The girl posted her cash app talking about some cash app me money because I'm pretty, and it be dudes out there that'll really do it. Like, come on now, man. Like, don't stop simping. The simp days is over with. Don't be no simpleton.
Oh my mama, I've sent not throwing nothing out there, but I've sent people money before. Just because off of love, off of the strength, because you know what I'm saying. But I'll be DAMNED if I send a girl some money to get her nails like, and then they don't like you. Oh my god, they be asking random dudes like, bro, it's so dumb, bro. Like, bitch, get your own. Stop, and they think they feel that way. They feel that way because people constantly slide up on their stories. They constantly. People always talking about hyping them up, talking about how pretty it is and all this. So now they're like, oh yeah, I got these niggas in the bag. I got these niggas on my pinky. And so then that's when they start asking for this, asking for that. Like, bro, y'all not all that. You're not. What makes you think, like, I'm not saying you're not worth nothing, but what makes you think you're worth so much or people just gonna give you money for your nails and cash it? People just, I don't know. Women now is weird, bro. They ain't even women. They
is
girls, nigga. They're girls. Mark my words. Girls.
and,
Fuck, they ain't no
and that
women,
is
bro.
because and what I see is because a lot of these women are having kids early, way too early, and they becoming friends with their kids instead of teaching their kids and being a mom to
I
their
just seen a
kids
girl smoking
and
weed
being a
with her
dad to
mom
their
on my
kids.
Snapchat. But I
But
don't know. Different stuff is different folks. See, I can't even say
hmm
nothing about that because just
I
because
can't
I
like
wouldn't
yeah, I
do it.
can't. It's just my opinion. So people, if you comment down below, don't go off. Da 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 da. It's just an
Yeah,
opinion.
that Cash App shit, y'all, wow, y'all need to stop doing. That's whack. That's whack for me. What's the next topic? I'm through with
The
that.
problem
All right.
is
What's
is
up, Marshall?
that in the nowadays, well, back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, even the 50s, the male was the breadwinner of the household. Most in most instances, where the female stayed home
Mm,
and took care of the house and the cooking, the cleaning, took care of the kids, make sure they had all school stuff, and all the husband had to do was work and make sure that the bills got paid, make sure there was money at home, food on the table, stuff like that.
Right.
Um, then we get to the point to where we are in the 21st century, and females are able to work, females are able to be breadwinners, um, and they want to have equal, like it's a level of equality where they're on the same level playing field as the males, but they only want it in certain areas.
hmm
Like they want to be able to work the same jobs that males can. They want to be able to have the same pay as males, and I am all for that. Like
I
hmm
know I am.
I don't feel like it should be like a gender specific. I feel like if you're able to do it, it should be based off your work ethic. If you're able to do it, get it done
Right.
like that,
Exactly.
and that's how it's, and you should be paid based off the work that you do. However, there are some females who they want all that, but then they still want to be treated as if they're unable to get that stuff. So there could be a female who makes, um, let's say she makes $1,000 every 2 weeks. So that's about $2,000 a day. I mean, $2,000 a day, $2,000 a month. And after she pays all her bills, let's say she's got about $500 left to, mess around and do whatever she wants to do. What she wants is she wants to be able to keep that for herself, and, and then tap into some guy to pay for her nails, her hair, her new clothes, her outing events, and all that
hmm
stuff. And then when a male can't do that, he's considered a bum, or he's
Man,
considered cheap or broke, as opposed to it being, um, which is how like I operate in my relationships. You got your money, I got my money. If you want to do
get my
something
money
extra, that's
exactly.
fine. Go do that. If I want to do something extra for you, that's fine. I'll do that with my money, but you're not going to force me or try to force my card to be
hmm
spent or to be swiped just because you want to do something. If you want to do it, then you pay for it. If
Exactly.
you want to do something and I want to pay for it, then I'll pay for it. But if not, then I'm not going to.
hmm
And so females have this warped, excuse me, some females have this
Yeah,
warped
some.
mindset as to where that they have to have a male who they want to have a male who will take care of them in any and every way, and they just want to be able to. It's their money. Her money is her money. His
hmm
money is
It's
our
y'all.
money,
On
and
my
that's just
mom.
not how that works. Like
Nah.
that's not how I work, at least.
hmm
My money is my money, and your money is your money. You do what you want with yours. I'm gonna do what I want with mine. As long as like at the end of the, whatever bills I have, I'm gonna take care of them. Whatever bills you have, you take care of them. Whatever bills we have
hmm
together, we take care of. That's what That's how I operate. If we ain't got no bills together, then we don't even put no money together. If you
Exactly.
got your bills, I'm not gonna pay your bills. I might once every so often cover something for you to be nice, but
hmm
I'm not gonna make a habit out of that because there's an old saying that goes, "How you get them is how you lose them." That's more so for cheating, but like
But nah,
they
it
say
applied to
that
a lot of other shit.
how you get them is how you keep them. There's the other part to it. So one way is how you get them is how you lose them, but then the other on the other end of that is how you get them is how you keep them. So if you're buying them flowers and stuff beforehand, you got to buy buying them flowers all the time while you're in a relationship, and that's why when I'm
hmm
dating someone, I don't do all that. Like I do it every so often because that's how I'm be. Like if we get together, I'm gonna buy you something every so often. Like I'm not gonna be every week or
Every
every Tuesday. I
man.
buy you flowers. Every Friday we go out to eat. I ain't doing that because
Mm-mm.
then what happens if my money get funny? What happens if I get fired
Now you broke,
or does
Exactly.
and
I get
now
paid decrease and you expect all this stuff to happen and I can't do it? Then you start to look at me differently.
let's see
Like
who gonna
Exactly.
stay.
you was
Let's
doing all
see
this
if they really
before.
stand for you.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
you see who really with you. Niggas don't be, bro. But
Bro.
to the left, to the left. What's next?
Next
Enough
topic
about female.
is
I hate them. Nah, that's fine.
let's get into the real story
Real
about
story.
the day called Valentine's Day. So, every story is always dark. Like the whole because Columbus, that whole thing was dark. Thanksgiving, that whole thing dark. So Valentine's Day, they say that how a man gets a woman was they will burn goats and dogs and use the hide to slap the woman that they want to be with. And then like the name Valentine's Day came from two men with the last name Valentine's getting murdered. And so that day was actually supposed to celebrate their death instead of us, which we do now is, it's a loving day. So like I was just reading this and then this is like we really celebrating a day where two dudes were murdered and women were getting slapped with dog and goat hides. Like
So
that's
what
like
country is that
this
originate
was
from?
like
Here, son.
in Greece, I believe.
It was like
Ancient Romans. That down that era.
it was somewhere over there.
Yeah,
It
and we
sounded
just
like
kept
that.
that. But like the original day is actually supposed to be Galentine's. So we pretty much just confused the names. We just kept Valentine's Day, but it's supposed to be Galentine's because Galentine's was actually celebrated like it was actually celebrated like how we celebrate Valentine's Day. But like I just think it's funny how we always covering up all these stories and giving it like a positive thing when all these stories have a terrible, terrible story to it. Like Thanksgiving, they gave them what smallpox or something like that. Like they gave them a disease. Like it wasn't no all lovey dovey. Like we wasn't actually sitting at a table eating turkey and stuff together. We was plotting against y'all this whole time. Like I just think that's bogus as hell. How we covering up all these stories instead of giving us the real story and stuff like that. Because like as a kid, I would rather learn that in school instead of y'all lying to my face and we learned about this president George Washington who did great things when that nigga was on bullshit his damn self.
Oh God,
Or
I recently
like
found out. I ain't know.
all the stuff that y'all telling us, y'all hiding us from the truth when y'all should just tell us the truth from straight jump. And
Can
then like another thing, since it's still February, how we don't like how they don't teach kids Black History Month. We only get probably like one chapter, and that chapter is not long compared to all these other chapters that we gotta like go over. Like that's just bogus because these kids nowadays don't even know who I can't even think the nigga that made peanut butter. They don't even know who he is.
Carter.
Yeah, I couldn't think of his name. Like it's wow. They only know Jackie Robinson because it's a movie out. And they know Martin Luther King because all we do is talk about Martin Luther King and they get a day off from school. Like, if anything, I think we honestly should get that day and like the kids should just learn strictly about Martin Luther King and that like just learn about all that. Just so they can get a better knowledge on the way he was doing and stuff instead of learning probably like 2 pages of what he did and then just keep it moving. Like I don't like that.
I'm gonna be
Because
real.
I literally had to teach Denham and Ray who these people was. And I had to learn that on my own. Like, we don't even like, because before and like not junior high, but not middle school, I'm tweaking. Elementary school, my teacher, like, she actually took the time out to actually like, she told us, y'all go pick a book, but it has to be on a Black person. And y'all have to give a speech and all that. And like, I was like, why couldn't we keep this? Like, we had that, and then it's just gone now. Don't nobody know who is.
I'm be real, and some people would be like, "What the hell wrong with you?" Because I'm black, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
real. So sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I'll be like, "Why do we have?" I ain't gonna say why do we have a Black History Month or whatever. Because then again, I know why. And then same for BET. Marshall, we talked about this one time too. I'd be like, why? But then I know why. It's because like I feel like black people as a whole, as a race, we've been through so much and we get discredited for so much. They want to push out as much as they can, you know what I'm saying, to show the world like much more than which I may think or see. That's kind of how I feel or kind of what I think, I guess. I mean, but that's me. I'd be like, I ain't gonna say I'd be teeter totter because like I'm more for the like, oh yeah, let people know how great black people are. Then sometimes I'd be like, okay, like everybody is, it's just Indian goddamn people, is this people, is this like I don't know. I ain't dissing it at all, of course not, but I don't know, that's how I be feeling.
You know, every race got their own month too.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I just found out not that long ago. I forgot what
So
race it was, but they got June.
so like when it comes to like the whole Black History Month thing, it's just basically putting a band-aid over a knife wound. It's something to give to the people to try peace to them, so they can see like, hey, look, I know you went through all that, but hey, look what we're doing for you. Our
Right.
people was enslaved and tormented and killed and destroyed for years, and then they give us the 28-day month
Yeah,
to
I
celebrate
literally had to cuss a
our
bitch out on
people.
Facebook about that.
But they really, only thing they're really celebrating is they talk about Martin Luther King, who his birthday is on January 15th. So
Exactly.
I mean, he's already got his own special day. So they talk about Martin Luther King, they talk about Malcolm X, they talking about sometimes Nelson Mandela, and then they used to talk about Rosa Parks, but they don't talk
And
about
Harriet
people
Tubman.
like and Harriet Tubman, which they don't even really talk about her that much.
The main
But they
person,
don't talk
Jackie
about people like
Robinson.
Sojourner Truth. They don't talk about Sojourner Truth. They don't talk about Ruby Bridges. They don't talk about George Washington Carver. They don't talk about Madam C.J. Walker. They don't talk about all
The
these
hair products
people, all
lady.
these African American.
Yeah.
They don't talk about all these African Americans who did things for our people, but kind of under the radar, but enough to where they had the recognition for it. So like Ruby Bridges, a little girl who simply went to school.
I remember watching that movie.
Simply went to school. Like she was the first like black girl to be integrated into predominantly white school. And this was fairly recent. I think it was within the past 100 years that it happened.
Yeah.
And so it definitely wasn't the past 100 years. I think maybe close to like 60 or 70 years.
Because the whole Little Rock thing, right?
To
Little Rock 9.
What?
That was different though.
I know. I'm
It was
saying
like high schoolers.
It was. I'm saying it was very much so recent. It wasn't.
Yeah,
I gave a speech about that.
Like, it's just basically putting sugar over shit. Like they're serving you the dookie, but then they got sugar over top of it to make it taste a little better. So that's basically all. That's really all it is. It
tastes worse that way.
People say like,
that's reminding me of the Help.
Why don't other people have months or stuff like that? And it's just kind of like, it's not about taken away from other people, because we know other races have gone through things. But then when we look at the United States, we know that the Native Americans had their land taken from them. They were killed, beaten, enslaved, all that jazz. We know that. We know that black people were enslaved. We know that black people had slaves. We all know that this stuff happened. But what we don't get taught about is how we get this Black History Month where they talk about how black people were enslaved and killed. So they're they're talking about that a little bit. But what happens if they continue to bring too much limelight to it? Then there are other things that have their consequences for that they don't want to have to deal with. And that just like there'll be consequences, like if they really give the respect and the recognition that's due to Native Americans for the stuff that they had to deal with, then they'd have to give reparations for that, not just financially, but like there are a whole bunch of different things that would never go into that, and they would rather, okay, we'll talk about this most recent thing, and and this is how we'll make them feel better or help them to forget about that. Like forget about slavery, but don't ever forget about 9/11. It's just kind of like, it's just a big hypocrisy.
I seen a video on TikTok, because TikTok got everything. This girl, she said, you don't hear they was like, you don't hear Jews talking about the whole Holocaust thing, or like you see that Jews forgot about it. Why can't Black people forget about what happened to them? And I was just like,
God forbid, like
first
you said,
off,
Marshall, 9/11. God forbid. God forbid a
then
nigga this 9/11.
I seen another video, and dude was like, you telling Black people to forget slavery, then y'all should forget about 9/11. And I was like it's literally the same thing. Like,
God forbid.
It's a sensitive thing. It's sensitive for everybody.
I mean, people
to the right damn people, because everybody don't give a fuck about slavery.
Nobody.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
Yeah, true.
There are tons of Jewish people have not forgotten about their
niggas trying to move on.
Them being in prison. Like that has not been forgotten about. It's talked about often. There are people who you hear about. I'm not Jewish, so I don't know all the people, but I know like Anne Frank in her diaries talked about often. The biggest component of trying to exterminate the Jewish culture, race, heritage, whatever you want to call it, Adolf Hitler, like he's like the modern day devil. Like that's, people look at him as a devil. I don't think that, I know for a fact Jewish people have not forgotten about that. And if they have, they ought to be ashamed of themselves, because there are so many Jewish people who are not here to this day, who gave their life up for other Jews to be able to have the freedoms that they have now. And if you forget about them and just say, oh, it happened so long ago, so be it. Shame on you. And you shouldn't consider yourself to be Jewish, because I'll never forget about slavery. I never will, because if it had not been for all those Black folk who did what they did, imagine if slavery was still going on, if nobody took a stand. Like, I wouldn't be here right now. Like I just, it's stuff like that it's just people being ignorant. Like, people want a reason to, that video probably got millions of views because she said something stupid. And so some people would just rather have negative publicity, just to have it, just to get a couple extra followers, just to say, oh, my video went viral, I have 12 million views, even though 11.5 million of those views is probably people talking shit about her and calling her an idiot and saying she's dumb.
But she don't really care, because she just got,
hey, I got 12 million views. Exactly. So if people that's why just to get views nowadays.
When I see that, I don't get mad at it, but I just like, I mean, like, I see what you're doing, but like, because you know it was a dumb thing to say. Everybody know that. So I'm not finna go into your comments just to be like looked at as another fan commenting under your stuff, giving you more views and stuff, more comments and all that. Like, I'm not.
Right.
Like,
I was lost in the sauce. What was even said in the video?
What? In the TikTok video?
Yeah, I think I seen it, but
she said, she was like,
how did they make that? Like,
Jews can forget about it, then Black people should forget about slavery.
Oh,
hard something.
Yeah. I was just like, all right, man.
That's like if somebody kill her son. Oh, just forget about it. Right? She be looking at you like you crazy as hell.
Oh, me? Like, huh?
Yeah.
What you mean?
No, people just be ignorant, bro. They don't know. They don't really know.
Oh, and I meant to ask y'all this when we was on the successful relationship topic. What do y'all think about body counts? Because
you was talking about this.
Lil Boosie, I think it was like a week or probably 2 weeks ago. Lil Boosie, he said something about Lori Harvey, Steve Harvey's daughter, about saying something about her body count or all that, like just saying that Michael B. Jordan, like, well, he wasn't saying, but people were saying Michael B. Jordan is Sam because he dating a girl with all these body da da da. So like, I just want to know, what do y'all think about it? I just think it's funny because Lil Boosie said it, like, nigga, like, what?
I don't like it because Lil Boosie in every Vlad TV interview, he talks nothing about how he only talks about not only, but a good portion of it is talking about how he would never marry a woman because for one, he can't trust them, and two, he likes to have sex with different women. He said, "Why would I tie down to one woman when I like to fuck on so?" So, nigga, who are you? Who are you to say something about this woman when she doing the same thing you doing, or if you probably doing worse things to her? But that's one thing I hate about men, or not males.
Obviously, that's another thing I want to talk about. Why do we do that? Like, we can go out there, we can go have sex with anybody we want, and we don't get labeled as nothing. But if a female do it, we actually call it.
No. We don't label ourselves as.
No, I'm not saying we don't label ourselves. It's like we don't, Yeah, we label it. We quick to label the female though. She out here.
And I honestly feel like this is just how I feel or how I think. I feel like it's because, and this is how messed up society is. I feel like males think that females are supposed to have the most highest respect for themselves because they're a woman. That's all you know. That's all you grew up on. Women supposed to have respect for themselves. Blah blah blah. As everyone should. Let's be real. Everyone should. Like, what's the difference between you, a male, and a female? You know what I'm saying? When it comes to respect, nothing. Honor, cherish, respect yourself, all that good stuff. But I'm saying, like, that's what I say. A lot of men are hypocritical because you can go do what you want, have sex with how many females, but when she doing the same thing, why is she a hoe? Why is she this? Why is she that? Why? And it's coming from somebody that they people talk about me all the time, like especially in high school. Like, you already know, like, like,
bro.
But even
high school rumors is so bullshit.
Yeah,
like it's stupid.
95% of that is BS. Don't even listen to the hype. Y'all tweaking. But anyways, like, that's coming from somebody who my name got ran through the dirt about hella stuff. Well, I don't care. That's what people think. I'm not putting no money in my pocket. Oh well. But it's just like, even I wouldn't even
don't make me shit.
Yes, like, even if I've done so with a female or whoever it may been, like, I'm not. Why? How can I judge her? How can I judge anybody when I'm no better? And even if I was better, I still can't judge you. I ain't shit. Who am I? That's my question. Who am I? God. Boosie, who are you? Like, it makes me so mad, bro. Like, dudes think they can just do whatever they want. As soon as a female do it, they got no respect for themselves. Nigga, you ain't got no respect for yourself. That's the case. But they don't want to talk about that, though. They don't want to talk about that. I don't say, if I do something, I don't speak on it. The only time somebody will know is from that person. What the fuck is you saying? Because it's not, for one, it's not important. And two, like, I don't know.
I was just about to ask, like, do you think when y'all in the talking stage, do you think that the girl should? Do y'all think y'all should tell each other what y'all body counts?
I don't think it matters. I think it matters to immature people. As long as you're trying to get better and y'all won't mess around on each other, I think that's all that matters. I don't care if the woman I'm in love with or I really want to be with had sex with 100 people before me. Like porn stars, for example. Porn stars have great relationships because they truly love each other. The fuck? They don't care. They're the person that they with, who may not even be in porn themselves, because 9 times out of 10 they're not. 9 times out of 10 they get somebody everyday damn near electrician. He's not in porn, but his wife is, and he know what she do every single day. But he loves her, and he understands that's his business. But it don't matter. He just love her, bro. It don't, like, that's just how I feel. Like, I don't care. Like I said, going back to my last relationship, people said this about her, this about her, this about. I didn't care because I loved her for her. I don't care what you're saying. This is how I feel about her. It's not your relationship. I can give a F less about, man.
Marshall, before I let you go, because I know you finna give us some, some good knowledge. But Corey, y'all know who Lana Rhodes is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just seen her the other day. This real nigga for life. Real nigga for life.
Funny as hell. So her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend, the dude that she was dating, cheated on her, like playing GTA. He was cheating virtually, G. Like he was trying to holler at this girl while he was streaming, and he didn't know that Lana was in the chat.
Right.
And so she was watching him the whole time, and then like, so he got caught cheating, and she told him, she was like, to make it up, you got to shoot the girl in the face on the game, but they still broke up anyway. And I was just like, virtually, dude, you cheating on a whole system. You got a whole a bad piece, and you up here cheating on GTA with a girl you don't even know. Like, that you bugging. But I'm gonna let you go. You go ahead and speak your piece, Mr. Knowledge.
Knowledge.
I have much to say. I'm just gonna say it's just a double standard. We as males do the same thing, if not worse.
That's what I'm
When
saying.
it actually worse when it comes to females.
Exactly.
Males will sleep around and stick their PPs in every hole of a female and not care, just to bust a nut. A female does it and she a hoe. A male does it and he a pimp.
Right.
It's just
Oh, nigga, you for
it's just
everybody.
a double
What
standard.
the fuck?
So I
You
mean,
got
like,
an STD.
it is what it is. That's just how people are. Body counts don't matter.
Don't.
There's people who have slept
Is that
with
the fuck? You got
thousands of people and ain't got an STD the first. But there's people out there who slept with 2 people and they are running around with diseases for the rest of their life. So it just depends. Like the body count doesn't matter at all.
They run around with diseases and not telling nobody.
You're clean. Yeah, all that matters is if you're clean and you get in a relationship with somebody, y'all remain clean together. Or if you have something and you get in a relationship with somebody, you let them know that you have something. That's the only time your sexual interactions should matter, is if you have something and there's a chance that you can give it to your partner.
Yeah, that and
That's
like
the
I
only
said,
time
like
it should
just if
matter.
you really like somebody, you want to be with that person. I feel like it shouldn't matter. Like I said, as long as y'all don't do stuff, don't cheat on each other, don't go creep around each other, that old stuff, that shouldn't matter. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's all about bettering yourself, or at least for the sake of whoever you're dealing with. I don't know, but everybody different. I think it's an immature thing to me, but that's just a thing. I don't know. I don't really care about it. If I like you, I like you.
Oh God. But
Like you, I like you.
pretty
Let's
much
go.
going back to the whole racism stereotype thing. So Jeremy Lin, he played in the NBA. He was doing this thing. He dropped down to the
Slatty.
G League. He recently got called coronavirus just because he Asian. And that just brings up the next topic, which is Asian racism. And like, why do people do that? Like, they calling Asian Americans coronavirus just because the coronavirus started in China.
Let me look at
Like,
something.
but like, it's just like, why do we label all, like, why are people labeling people certain things just because they seen one person or heard one person did this, did that? Like, just because it started in China don't mean that every Asian in the world got like had coronavirus or like just started it themselves, or just like how they do with black people. Not every black person is a thug. Just because you see one dude walking around sagging his pants holding a gun, don't mean every black person out here doing the same thing. Like, there's a lot of black people that's out
It's
here.
just
Like,
because
go ahead.
it's just because it's easier to stereotype and group people together than it is to learn individuals for who they are as an individual.
That's true.
People are lazy and ignorant, and
That is
it's mostly Americans who are lazy and ignorant. And so, as opposed to them getting to know someone who they are as an individual, they rather just lump everybody together that looks alike, uh, and just call it a day, just because that's just easy.
like other places looking at America just like they calling us stupid because like we do a lot of dumb stuff and we say a lot of stupid stuff. We like it's sad. And like sometimes I like people just like I know as people Americans out there that like they don't want to be American just because of the stuff that they see in America, like stuff that we do.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people who do though. But yeah, I see what you're saying. You said They said it started in China. Is that a proven fact?
That's
Or
what they're saying.
that's what they're saying.
I know it didn't start in China
Because
but people were saying
I'm
it
looking
started in
at
China.
a very reliable source, and the United States of America has over 500,000 deaths. A notification of that just got sent to my phone the other day on the little news app on my phone. We got 520,785 deaths compared to China, which they said is where it started, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they also said because
Okay.
like China talking about it, they got on it quick.
It started in China.
It did.
It started in China back in November 2019. It originated, well, not November, like September-ish. It
But they got-
originated in China. What happened was
But-
how it got to the United States is that someone was I believe the first case came from somebody who was on a cruise who got it on the cruise and went back to Florida. And then like it kind of got passed there because as you know, as Americans didn't know much about it. They just knew that people in China had it. They didn't know anything
I was
about it.
in
They
boot
didn't
camp
know
when
it
they
was
started talking
airborne.
about
So
that.
as they were learning more, that's when they started going through the precautions. Because even I was at basic when it first came out, when they first really started talking about it in like March, and even then, it wasn't until May, end of April, early May, that they made us start wearing our gator necks and face masks. They found out it was airborne. It wasn't until then. So even after I heard about it in September, it wasn't until April, May before I started having to wear a mask. So that was almost eight months in between time.
We had to take it serious. We had to take it serious because I was at the airport and they like it was coming through there and stuff like that. Because it was actually a dude in the Quad Cities who had it. So that's when we had to take it serious.
The only reason why the numbers are higher in America is because Americans did not take the virus seriously. When China first they started to learn the severity of it. They started taking precautions instantly. So that's
and then it also what I heard was Trump got rid of our whole pandemic team that usually take care of the pandemics and all that. Like, because that could have helped us out a lot too.
Screw whoever.
This is what I
screw whoever said that to Jeremy Lin, because we got 500,000 deaths today, 6,000. I just wanted to get that out there. 4,000. Screw dude though.
It's because it's just people don't want to wear no mask.
Right,
and not like
you stupid Americans, bitch. Why you come at China, stupid boy?
If they wear a mask, they wear it like this. Like put it over your face.
I do that. I do that when I'm by myself to breathe. Cause I be out of breath, boy.
Well, I understand when you by yourself, but when you in a group, like if you at a mall,
it's defeating the purpose.
I seen a meme and it was like people they wear their mask like that, where they dick outside they draw like that, like over their draw. I was like, but like wear the fucking mask, bro. They got masks where you can actually like have the holes on it too if you need to breathe.
Yeah,
like. Cause I seen a picture. It was a dude with a mask that got like, it was like a mesh mask. Why are you wearing a mesh mask? And you're in Florida where the numbers are high. Like when we was down in Miami, we had our mask on like it was nothing. Yeah. Niggas on the beach with a mask on. Like, like we was everywhere with a mask. My mask stayed in my pocket, so every time I come into a public area, boop, on my face. I'm not catching it. I had it once. I'm not catching it again because I didn't like the feeling. COVID is dangerous. And then all these different strands coming out that's like worse.
It's strands coming out like different strands of weed, boy.
Mm-hmm. Man, because Marshall had a different strand than I had one. Like our strands were different. Because I started breaking out in the face and all that. What? My question is this: what is the beef with y'all branches? Why do all the branches have beef with everybody? What's the beef? What's going on?
That's my question. A beef. It's just pride. It's pride. That's it. It's all fun again.
Because it's like a sibling rivalry. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's just like Rocky and Moline.
It's a sibling rivalry.
We be going at it. Branches go at it. Like I said, just like Rocky and Moline. But at the end of the day, like Moline and Rocky, they had multiple times where they came together because like that's what we needed. This is how it is. If we was to go to combat right now, I would depend on Army guy, Navy guy, Coast Guard, even Air Force, National Guard, anybody like the Marine to the left or right of me. That's how But it's just price or pride thing. It's just be fun again. Because every brand's got some luxuries to it, and every brand's got some shitty parts to it. And so, like, usually just point that out, and it's be fun again.
Cause y'all be killing me, bro. When we on the game, y'all be going back and forth
with a little high top on, man.
Talk, you little twit. When he be calling you that, bro, that should be hilarious. Cause who saying twit?
Stop chewing that
gum. Don't nobody like say twit, bro. Don't nobody say twit but him. He the only person I know that say that.
And he got berries and juices in his head.
Eating these kale and
you don't know what berries and juices is.
It's a cream, and I don't wear it. It's like a hair cream. I don't wear that.
He wearing that pink. He wear pink lotion.
Oh,
pink
lotion.
I don't wear that either.
Olive oil.
I don't wear that either.
Olive oil.
I don't wear
that. He wear the curl activator. That's what he got. He got a curl activator. He got a kit. Then he be in a bitch like this.
That's good stuff.
Okay.
Hey, Boozy, you gonna say?
He poured away. Turned his face like,
lame ass. He said it's $20 a bottle.
Weak ass kids,
actually,
broke ass kids. Look at him.
What he say?
Why are you acting? Actually, it's $2 a bottle. And then he turned his head to it like that.
Look, don't say.
I hate this man, bro. This is hilarious. But it's getting close to ending, so let's do the fun fact of the day. So, the fun fact of the day is that goosebumps are actually to scare off predators.
These
goosebumps, like when we get chills and we get them bumps. Yeah, it was actually supposed to scare off predators. If I can pull up this damn thing. Yeah, like so. In the article when I seen it,
shit now.
They said that our ancestors, which they say are monkeys, they said that when they got goosebumps, it usually made them look bigger to their predators and would scare them off. That's what this article said. So
I don't know, bro. I know I'm anemic, goddammit, so I'll get them off there. But do y'all believe in evolution?
I believe in God.
Well, they used to have me thinking.
I believe in God.
They had me thinking.
I believe in God. I believe in God.
So you're exempt from this conversation.
I mean, that's just like saying, like, okay, if you believe in evolution, that'd be like saying, we wouldn't have. Let me see what somebody could say. Trees evolved from plants. It's just like this could look like them and they came from each other. Like things can look alike, and that be it. So what? Like, so a freaking a tarantula evolved from a wolf spider. That's what we're gonna say next. Or we're gonna say a watermelon evolved from an apple, or a fucking bear evolved from a dog. Like what?
Or a dog.
Like things just are what they are. Things are what they are. Like things are what they are.
They always have me think. But another question I got. I have this question, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Do you think animals can possibly talk? If given the right training, and like, do you think animals can talk? Like verbally, God damn it.
Well, I don't think they can talk verbally, but I feel like since you know how technology is, going crazy, I feel like people will eventually make some type of thing to where you can understand
transmitter
with your animal. Yeah, because you know how they got stuff to where like not blind people, but deaf people can hear you and stuff like that. Like how there's tons of videos where they got somebody had a deaf baby and they did this whole machine thing, and then the baby could eventually hear their parents and stuff like that. Or they do the stuff for the blind people and all that. So like I feel like eventually somebody end up making something like a person with a pet will probably be like some niggas that's like Phineas and Ferb would be like, what are we gonna do today?
Why?
And then make a whole machine to where your dog just will bark or something into the thing, and you can just hear what they say. That's what I think. I mean, I don't know.
I say that because Planet of the Mother effing Apes, bro. I feel like
but they also said because they was going off the evolution thing because we came from apes, so they was going off the whole evolution thing. That's why he was able to talk.
F that, bro. I don't even like even without evolution thrown in the picture, bro. I honestly feel like, bro, if given like I don't know how they would do it, but I feel like the right training or the right something can get an animal to actually speak like the chimpanzees or gorillas, for example. Y'all know, are y'all familiar with Coco the gorilla? Or it's a famous gorilla that died a while back. Robert Williams was good friends with this animal. And like it was a very smart animal, could communicate sign language real well. But like I was watching this video, man, and videos on her, and like it was some parts of that video where like she was damn near saying what she wanted. Like she couldn't get it out, but like she was like feel like I don't know, she wanted some food. She'd be like I don't know, it was just, she'd do the sign language, she'd be like food, like fixing her mouth like she want. I don't know. I don't know how it would even happen, but bro, I feel like I don't know. I feel like something
that
crazy.
just goes back to people. That goes back to being products of the environment.
Yeah.
Like if you see something long enough, you pick up the motions and the mannerisms.
Exactly.
So like when they say like boys who are raised by their mothers, they have the tendencies of their mom. Yeah, like if the dad's not in the picture and the mom is around, so then they start to do stuff like the mom. So like I have a lot of mannerisms like my mother. I also have like a lot of mannerisms like my grandfather. It's like the middle finger thing. My grandfather, everything was with the middle finger. Everything. He point with the middle finger. He puts up his glasses with the middle finger. Like when I can't hear somebody, the first thing he did is like, I beg your pardon. And I'm sorry. Like you just pick up things that you see. Like if you see it enough, it becomes part of like what you do. It just becomes your mannerism. So if this whole evolution thing was correct, this is just me thinking, excuse me, this was just my opinion. Wouldn't not parrots, but whatever those birds are that can talk, wouldn't we be more evolved from them since they can talk and monkeys can't?
Yeah, parrots.
Or wouldn't we be able to speak to monkeys and apes and stuff if we
should, yeah. We should be able to communicate after we came from them.
They say exactly. They say that we resemble monkeys, but there are people who also resemble dogs. Did we evolve from dogs? There are people who resemble a lot of animals. I mean, we evolved from that animal. Like just because you have characteristics of the same, people forget that the cavemen, they lived in the goddamn wilderness, so they probably saw monkeys. They're dumb. They probably saw monkeys swinging and stuff and walking on their hands and feet. So they walked on their hands and feet because that's what they saw. Just like with little babies, when they see us doing stuff, they tend to do the things that they see us doing because they see it. Like that's how babies learn to walk. They learn to walk because they see us walking. They don't see us crawling around on hands and feet. They see us up, standing up, moving around. That's like with rescue dogs or rescue animals. When people have when they foster animals, they tend to take the dog. Like for example, they'll take the dog for like the first couple of days or weeks that they have the dog. They have it in the room by itself. Then they introduce it to other dogs so that the dog can learn how to be a dog by being around dogs. That's just all it is. Once you're around something, you pick up the tendencies, the mannerisms, the likeliness, and the liveliness of that individual. That's all it is. That's all it is.
I forever feel like, man, you can really get an animal to talk to you. I can't wait for the day that they come up with something happen, because that's crazy.
There's gonna be something.
Planet of the Apes had me turned. But they really had me.
Nigga, we're gonna have bionic humans soon. So they gonna come up with something. They finna turn niggas into Halo. That's what we finna come up with something. Y'all niggas finna be out there into Halo vibes, bro. Y'all ain't gonna be wearing the stuff that y'all wear. Y'all gonna be in that bitch with a exosuit. Wow. Y'all niggas gonna be in that. Y'all gonna be out there like Call of Duty.
Countries already got that. Countries already got stuff like that, like jetpacks and stuff. Like
just like Japan got a fucking mecha.
I don't know what that is.
A mecha. You seen that shit? That big ass robot.
I probably have. I don't know.
Like, when did y'all create this? Like, when did we have power? Why do we have Power Rangers now? Like, because that's pretty much because
The
Power
world is
Rangers had a mech.
evolving, man. People are smart out there, bro. And they putting like you, what you do. You see something, you draw it. They putting they imagination to the test. They trying to make what they seeing in their head come true. And these niggas do it every day. They do it every single day. Every day.
That's what I'm
It's
doing right now.
always something new coming out, bro.
I'm turning that dream into a story. And that's what I'm working on right now.
Marshall got dreams of having very luxurious hair.
And
It
look,
don't look too
listen,
promising. But
listen. because like this how y'all know I love y'all so much. In this story
Marshall, I'm funny for
about
real.
the dream, I literally have y'all in the story, but it's not y'all actual names. So like I got the name Cornell, which is Corey, and then Marcus,
Why?
which is Marshall.
Why?
That's why I accidentally called Marshall Marcus earlier today because I was recently typing in my notes.
Marcus Burnett.
And yeah, so and it was actually like the beginning of the story because I try to relate it to the dream. In the beginning of the story, we are actually playing a battle royale, which we be playing Apex like it ain't nothing. And I just had us doing what we always do, calling out the coordinates and stuff like that. So like that's how I know I love y'all niggas like it's nothing. Cause like I really got it's funny because I really had y'all two had a little argument in between. People gonna know who it is.
Bro head. Everyone is
All right.
All I know
You made
is
us
that if you start
sus.
selling a book or something and you start making some money, I need my cut. If you're using my life,
bro. First up, you already know I'm gonna give y'all a cut. Like
I just need my money for my life. That's it.
Y'all already know because y'all family. Y'all ain't friends. Y'all literally like brothers. Well, Marshall like a grandpa, but
Exactly. I'm not your brother, and I want y'all both to know that.
What?
I'm not y'all brother.
Oh, shut up, man. Nobody care about nothing you be saying, man. Who you think you is, bro?
You heard what I said.
He gonna say,
okay. So he said I'm not your little friend. That's him. So
Reggie,
stop
cuss Reggie.
Stop cussing at us and stop snapping at us then.
What?
Marshall ain't nothing.
I said stop cussing at us and stop snapping at us then on the game.
I don't cuss at y'all. I don't do that.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, live for YouTube. That's nice.
Look at his face. That's how you know you lying.
Why you make that face?
Actually, I was reading.
He can't see. That's what he can't see.
Y'all saw the funniest picture today, bro. it was a man, bro. All it said was black people swear they dogs black too, and that's the truest shit in the world. We thought Oscar was super black. Well, I don't know why. Like, why do we think like that? Why?
Y'all gave him a black name too, Oscar.
That was his name when we got him.
Oscar, proud family.
But no, it was so.
That's what Marshall look like right now. That nigga like a tree. Mr. Peabody.
He like the dad off of Beverly Kids. You said what?
You heard that?
What's up, Super?
What's up, Super? Marshall, what TV show that's from?
You don't know.
What's up, Super? Smokey! What the hell are you doing? Have you seen the PJs?
Please say yes.
It's been some years since I've seen it.
That's the funniest
It's
show.
Bro, I love that show. Smokey! What the hell are you doing?
Super!
What's up, Super? What's up, Super? We stay saying that shit. We stay walking down the hallway saying that. All right, y'all, but let's get to the outro. The last final thing, because we got to end it out with some positive thoughts.
We gotta save a life. We gotta go.
We gotta end out with some positive thoughts. So give some positive thoughts to these people. Bless them up. Push them to be great. To reach higher limits. To go all the way. Go all out. He ready to play some. He ready to play the game. Go on,
I
son.
got some
Start it off.
little testimony. Little testimony.
Speak on it.
They showed me like that too though. But no,
Go
like
ahead, priest. Go ahead, pastor.
I ain't gonna get into details because it don't matter because it's little things to a giant. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
But about 2 months ago, I got introduced to something that I never been introduced to before, and it was new to me.
Ain't no sex.
It is weird.
Cream pie.
Marshall, you can tell Marshall smile a big cheekbone ass boy.
Yeah, okay, go ahead, do your thing.
Hey, why you look all bloated though, Marshall? The angle.
He swole, bro. He big body. You better cream pie ass and go on.
You dumb as hell. But no, like,
all right, go ahead, do your thing.
Something happened to me, man, and I just basically didn't know or see a way out. I didn't know how I was going to get out of something. But with God, with faith, I said faith. With faith and a little bit of work and effort on your behalf, anything is possible, and things will start to see up for you on the bright side. I'm now getting things that I probably wouldn't have got unless I went through what I'm going through right now, and like what happened 2 months ago. You know what I'm saying? So like everything happened for a reason. You gotta continue to wake up. That's something I always say. Continue to wake up, man. Continue to wake up, man, and just live day by day to see a better day. He ugly. Things will eventually start to get better for you because things can't stay the same forever, whether that's good or bad. Things can't stay the same forever. So you gotta keep waking up. Gotta keep on believing. You just gotta know that there is, like they say, it's light at the end of the tunnel. I hate saying it because it's used too much, but it is true. It's light at the end of the tunnel, man. Keep on pressing through. You can do anything, and things will start to see up for you.
Facts. All right.
Folks now.
Folks now. Speaking of that, this nigga, excuse my language again.
Ooh.
I said that word probably so many times. Derrick Rose. I love this
man. Fine wife. First off,
I love this man because he not gonna change no matter what. He made a post, bro, and said in Chicago we use this thing called I ain't going. And he's pretty much just talking about like the situation that he was going through. He got injured, this, that. And then he at the end of it, he said, "Cause I ain't going." Then he said on phone no, but he spelled it on for and then no. That's why I was like, I love this man because he's not gonna change. Like, stay yourself, stay that Chicago man. Stay like keep, bro. And my dad tried to say the tattoo that he got is Illuminati, but I honestly think it's a hard tattoo because like he has a triangle with like just going around and it say on the triangle Godspeed. And like I like that tattoo. It's not no Illuminati, it's just telling Godspeed. So well anyway, the positive things that I have to say is, you know, it all goes back to the whole dream talk that we did. Just you got, you know, have faith in God, gotta help you out, all that stuff that we was talking about. And like sometimes it is good to be uncomfortable, and I'm learning that right now. Like I was so stuck at being comfortable, like being comfortable with being an introvert, always keeping to myself, all that. So and I felt like that was another reason why I can't get to where I want to be. So exactly. I'm putting myself in the uncomfortable right now and going through that just so I can, better myself. So what I'm saying is, like, don't be afraid to get uncomfortable. Like, because being too comfortable you're not going to grow at all. Like, just like you being too comfortable staying at home, like staying like in the state that you live in. Like sometimes you have to move out of that, do a new beginning, get uncomfortable just so you can grow. So just keep the viewers, just keep that in mind. It's okay to be uncomfortable. Man, exactly. Like this is something new to you. This is a new thing to you, and you
I want my mama, nigga.
Me, see, we was comfortable being around family, but now boom, they gone, and now look at them. They making, they doing good. They living life,
and it's
all
like
so.
like it's just all the better you. Like anything that happened to you in life, it's all the better you. It may not seem like that. It may not seem like that, but it always is
Yeah,
just the better you, man. For whatever reason, bro.
everything happened for a reason.
Everything.
So yeah, just keep that in mind if you watch this. Be uncomfortable. Don't stay comfortable. Be uncomfortable,
That's how you
and
grow, bro.
and never let somebody tell you that you can't be what you want to be. And like the only thing that's gonna stop you is you. So force yourself because you battling against yourself. You got to go at that person that you're going against, just so you can get past him and excel as a person. So get uncomfortable. That's all I gotta say.
People get too caught up in trying to compete with the next person. People yourself, fool. Cares about. It's always gonna be
Become
somebody better
that's
than you
the
at something. Always,
that's the only person I'm fighting is myself.
always.
And
Like
like
y'all, you already
I
know my
mean,
situation. I was at this level, at this rank,
mm,
at this rank now. I'm finna
mm,
get 3 more ranks. My situation, like
mm.
you just gotta, man. I don't know.
I mean,
You can't settle, bro.
even though sometimes you might lose a couple battles to yourself, but you gotta fight through it. Like
Got to
everything, like you said, everything happened for a reason.
give in. Then
Like
what? You stop giving effort. Then what? Don't stay
mhm.
complacent.
Just
Ain't
like
nothing gonna go nowhere. Nothing.
exactly,
Nothing.
ain't nothing gonna go nowhere.
Yeah, man.
Like just like my
I'm
mom's
gonna be cool.
situation, she had got well, she didn't get fired, but she quit her job, and it set us back.
Yeah,
But everything happened for a reason, and now we getting caught back up to you know to what we used to be. We not all the way there, but we getting caught back up,
that's
and
okay.
like look, we took a whole trip, something that we couldn't do. Well, not couldn't do, but something that we never thought of doing. Like I never thought I was
Right.
gonna be on no vacation,
Right.
but look, like because everything happened for a reason. Just like at the beginning of the year, uh, I didn't tell you this, Marshall, because I was so comfortable with keeping things to myself. But at the beginning of the year,
Did you tell me?
like I ain't tell none of y'all. Marshall had called
Ooh.
me and asked me how I was doing.
This
That's why I
exclusive,
didn't tell
Marshall. This
him.
exclusive.
But
I'm getting.
I didn't tell you because at the beginning of the year, like as soon as January started, I was down bad. Like I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't. I just like I stayed in my room and never left this room. And to the point where my mom was like, "You getting pale?" That's because like I was so stressed out and like instead of talking to somebody and actually getting help, I kept it to myself. But now I'm learning the whole to get uncomfortable now. Like I'm not gonna keep stuff to myself when I got two people right here that I can talk to about situations like this, and I can also talk to my mom. But like, yeah, at the beginning of the year, I was just stressed out. I couldn't do nothing. I wasn't like, cause I was just stressed out because I wasn't making no money,
Mhm.
and like I felt like I couldn't
Been there. I'm still
do
there. Fuck you,
anything. I
time.
felt like I couldn't do anything. I couldn't help out with my mom. I couldn't pay no bills. I was like, I I kept having to reschedule to pay for my car note just because I had to find ways to get money. And like I'm at the point where I was at the point where I had to borrow money from my little sister, and I did not want to do that because I'm taking away her money for like her to save up so that she can go to a different, just to get out of here, out of Illinois to go to a different school. And I felt bad for that. And then that made it even more like it put more of a like pain on me because like I felt like I was just taking away from her,
Felt like you was a
and I was
burden.
just ruining. Yeah, I was ruining her, and then but now when that dream hit me, that's when I was like, okay, this is a huge eye opener for me. Now I just gotta, I just can't be, comfortable. I can't be complacent. I guess that's how I guess you would put that in there. But like, I just now I'm actually growing. Like instead of being a little kid, I'm actually now growing and understanding like how life is. So now I'm not stressed like I was, but I'm still like a little bit, but I'm moving forward and I'm trying to get myself back to where I'm supposed to be.
As you should.
Mm, yeah. It's hot as hell in this room. I got this
Honestly,
heat blasting like a motherfucker.
it's hot over here.
I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Whether you believe in God or not, what's meant for you is going to be for you and for nobody else.
Mm,
So at the end of the day, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Everything that's meant to happen will happen, and it'll happen in its own time.
mm,
So It is what it is, and you just gotta ride the wave until your time comes.
The key.
Yeah, boom, it'll happen. My uh, headphones is about to die.
So let's
I'm
end
at
this.
10%.
Take it out, Sully.
Excuse me.
Oh, and, what's up? What is this episode 2, 3? It's 3, ain't it? 4? Wait, oh, you said 3. 3, it is 3.
Mm-hmm.
Stop trying to be light skinned, Marshall. It's not working. It's not working, bro. Sucking in your lip. But there you guys have it, man. Hey, episode 3 of You Can Be the Judge of It. A lot more episodes coming. I plan on getting, like, me personally, I see us doing at least 100. I see us being in the hundreds. I don't know how y'all thinking, but over time,
I can't wait for. What I can't wait for is when we get our own studio. We all looking at each other in the face.
I wish, bro.
Like
in due time, though. In due time.
With heavy duty mics, we all looking at each other,
man,
having good conversation. When we ain't got no bogus ass setup, we all looking wild as hell. we got good cameras because my camera looking like I got fuzz on my shit.
I got 720p right now too, bro. That's weak as hell.
I'm at 1080p,
bro.
And my shit still looking ass.
And I was gonna say this is good though because this is just we'll see where we go over time. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, what
that nigga my shit. Like what was that for?
Yeah, that Angel does that smoky head on
I'm
Friday.
in my head.
But no, though, like I said, I wanted to start like y'all brought it up, but like this is good because now, like over time, we'll see where we go from here. Like when we all eventually get back in the States, man, that first episode back together was crazy.
Y'all gonna see that this man Marshall be abusing us. He be hitting us, pinching us, all that.
Marshall,
and don't lie, because he about to lie. You fixing your face to lie.
Ain't no for the tool, bro. Like, lying, and then work with kids all his life. How? I'm surprised nigga ain't get charged or nothing over the time.
Oh God.
Hey, what's that?
Right here.
What's that movie?
Pennsylvania.
What's that movie with the little autumn kids and it had that mean nanny or somebody? Miss Doubtfire. What's that movie? Matilda. Marshall that, but if you
that was a mean teacher.
Huh?
That was a mean teacher.
Yeah. That movie scared me, bro.
All right, but let's do this outro, bro.
I ain't a bad man. But yeah, once again,
Principal actually.
Okay, let me get the outro. Miss Trenchable. You look at her.
Mean teacher, mean principal, same category. They work at a school. I know the movie.
Both got being hits. Can I get an outro now? Am I going to interrupt? Look at him trying to flex me.
Go ahead with this.
He said, "Can I get a small in the hoodie?"
Y'all see the tricep? Actually, this
man, do the outro. Please do the outro. Please do the outro.
Y'all see the tricep?
There you go. Episode 3. You can be the
I don't need to lie.
Podcast. I'm Sally. That's CELI. Y'all know the name.
Y'all see the size?
I am your boy, JB. JABRGRS Jabari motherfucking Rogers, aka Luna Games. We'll be dropping a video soon. I hope for it.
And who are you, Scrub? Go ahead, who are you, bum?
Do your outro. I want to do it with you. I'm gonna do it in my head. I ain't gonna. You better not take your hoodie off.
Oh my God, just give your outro. I hope your AirPods die, bro.
And you already know it's your boy MG, aka MGZ, aka MG2, aka the cool guy. And welcome to this is another episode of You Could Be the Judge of It.
With the Samoan tattoo.
Right, looking like he off of what's that movie?
Actually, it's Polynesian. It's Polynesian.
My bad.
Fake ass Gibraltar. We done.
Fake ass The Rock.